Mengizwa-ke kuthiwa ukhulume ngoSimphiwe ukuthi mina angiyifuni ingane yakhe, kodwa mina ngikwazi ukuhlala noSimphiwe. uSimphiwe njengoba etholile umsebenzi la eduze kwami, kufanele enze njani? Ayoqasha ingane yami phela lena. He allows abantu bakaMato benza izinto la ekhaya ezifika kubo. I wouldn't allow abantu basekhaya ukuthi bangene kaMseleki baze bayoqhaqhaza bachamele emsamo.
Umuntu uzohamba phela uyogeza umamezala. Wengeza bobabili. Yabo Joyce nalalela khona nje umuntu kanje.
Uma wami ayimthanda ukuva uMayeni kakhulu and wayefuna ukuthi uMayeni abe unkosikazi. As a result uthi uma ngoba wena musa unamali uzothatha kweyami imali siyolobola uMayeni.
Ingane sekhaya kwakunumber 1.
Kodwa akumina engenza yangabu number 1.
Wathi umkhulu over my dead body wakhumula ekutshela.
Yes.
So guys, yesterday's episode for me, it was kind of boring. I had so much expectation, especially because it was an hour episode. I was literally disappointed because it didn't give much. So firstly, let's talk about Mayeni's family. In as much as Mayeni's two sisters were forward, they were too much. But what I loved about the whole conversation they had with Mutombeni is Ukuti, they didn't talk about anyone other than their family. Also, they didn't disrespect any of Mtombeni's wives. Then Ubabayeni, I personally think he doesn't rate Mseleko at all. His post just said it. He wasn't even excited to see Mseleko and he couldn't pretend. Sanbanani, hello beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel where I give you updates and reviews of reality TV shows. This is our update and review of Uthando Nestembo episode 29 highlights. So please watch until the end of this video because as usual, I've got a lot to unpack. So without further ado, let's dive into it. So on the second segment of the show, we go to Sim Tombeni and Samke at a B&B. They had a conversation and in their conversation, they talked about Ukuyenza Abantu. Tombeni told Samke that the family they want to build is strengthened through children and if there are no children, the family doesn't have strength. So since she's able to make children, they should make them plenty. Tombeni also asked Umakwela that is she okay with the situation that he had promised to complete a dowry process this year, but he haven't done that because of the problems he's facing. Umakwela expressed to Mtombeni Ukuthi she's not okay, but she have accepted it. In her DS, she went on to utter Ukuthi she ain't in a rush. She is in her 20s and she got all the time in the world. She don't mind waiting. Continuing with their conversation, Tombeni went ahead to tell Umakwela that she shouldn't be phased by whatever that is going on and also she shouldn't hate anyone because of what's going on. He went further to say to her, the wives are his from Umamkulu, Umayeni, Umakhumalo to Umangwabe and he is the one who is supposed to address them whenever there is a problem and fix that problem, not Yena Umakwela. Tombeni continued to say to Makwela, if she think she ain't officially part of the family because of someone specific, she's gonna end up hating that person. And Yena, as the head of the household, he doesn't want that. Okay, so guys, firstly, let's talk about Makwela's dressing. Whoever is responsible for a wardrobe, she's literally doing her dirty. This dressing, it doesn't match your age. Then about her saying Okuchi, she's not in a hurry to get married. She got all the time in the world. I personally think Osamke is just deciding to be delusional. We are actor or girl. She's trying to console herself. We also how disappointed she was when Mtombeni informed her Okuchi he were going to hold the dowry process. Then on Mtombeni's side, it's literally clear that he sees Samke as a baby making machine. There is no love upper guys. And another thing that also clicked in my mind is that Mtombeni is pushing for a second baby with Samke because the firstborn happened to be a girl, which ain't Mtombeni's favorite gender. Mtombeni doesn't really rate girl children. So he literally wants Samke to be a son for him, for the sake of expanding the family tree and also carrying the Mseleku surname. And then another thing, I think Mtombeni Uyasangana, he actually said that Samke shouldn't hate his sister wives or fight with them for not accepting ye yet. But then Yena Mtombeni himself, he goes to speak ill about his older wives to her. As we speak right now, I'm pretty sure Umakwela literally hate the Three Musketeers because Mtombeni feeds her all the bad things about them. Mtombeni is a walking toxic contradiction. He is operating on a two-faced double standard, and he is the main reason his wives turn against one another. Still on the highlights of the show, we also saw Umangwabe opening up to his sister about the regrets she carries over staying with Mtombeni. Mangwabe informed his sister Ukuti after she had a discussion with them as a family and they advised her that she should stay and not leave her husband. Things are not going well. She went on to tell her sister that the one thing that causes conflict between Mtombeni and Ye is that she told him Okuti she is holding on to his words that he will never marry another wife. Yena, she don't hate anyone, but she don't know Umakwela and she don't want to know ye. Mangwabe went further to tell his sis that all of a sudden Mtombeni is changed. He mistreats them as his wives. He no longer treats them with tender care. He literally turned into a monster. Mangwabe's sis advised Mangwabe to stay in a marriage. She went on to point out to her that every man has his own demons, so kumele abekezele in a marriage. At the same time, Mangwabe went ahead to express to his sis that she also doesn't like the way Mtombeni speaks about his son Usimpiwe, whom she started living with recently only because he got a job close to a place. Mangwabe continued to say Simpiwe is a child. It wasn't a mistake that she got him and she wasn't forced. She made him out of love. And Mangwabe sis emphasized on advising Bali to stay in a marriage. Okay, so guys, I didn't like the advice Mangwabe's sister gave to Mangwabe. That wasn't a sound advice at all. Instead of advising her to stay in a marriage, Mangwabe's sister was supposed to empower Mbali to make her own decisions. She should have reminded her because she deserves respect, safety, and happiness, and Mtombeni has no right to mistreat her. And then Yena Umangwabe at this point, she should make a solid decision. If she truly wants to end her marriage, she must follow her heart. After all, it's your life, your own choices matters. Moving on with highlights of the show. On the last segment, we saw Mseleku at the Yeni homestead having a conversation with Mayeni's family. And in their conversation, one of the things they talked about is how Umayeni lost out on being number one. We got to hear that there is a lady Wakagumede, Tombeni's high school girlfriend, whom he introduced to Ugogo Flo, and she liked her and wanted her to be the first wife. But unfortunately, Mtombeni couldn't make her the machek because she beat up his other girlfriend, and he realized that he would never have a polygamous family if he continued with that girl. Then about Umayeni, we heard that Mtomeni's mother, Joyce, loved Umayeni deeply to the extent that in her deathbed, she wrote a letter to the Yenis that Musa would marry Umuntusa, and she even offered Umusa money to pay dowry for Umayeni. But Ubabayeni said over his dead body, he refused. That's how Mayeni lost out on being the matriarch. We also heard Ukuthi Umayeni would help Mtombeni to birth Joyce at the time she was sick. Okay, so guys, here is what I think about the scene. I guess we all can remember that at the retreat, Makhumalo asked a question ukuthi she wanted to know if truly Mthombeni wanted polygamy when he was young and he had no wife. And instead of allowing Mthombeni to answer the question, Umacele rushed to say when she met Mthombeni, there was no polygamy. The vision came 2 years after their marriage. So I think the purpose of this number one conversation was to make us see clearly ukuthi Mthombeni always envisioned polygamy, and his vision wasn't built in the presence of Umacele, and she wasn't ambushed. So guys, that is all that I had in this particular video. That was all about the highlights of episode 29 of Uthando Nestembu. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? There is literally nothing to wait for. So please kindly do subscribe to join this beautiful family. If you've got your own observation, your own opinion, your own perspective, please don't hesitate. Kindly go ahead and drop a comment in the comment section box down below. That's what we do here. Thank you so much once again for tuning in. Don't forget to give a thumbs up and also share it. Bye for now.